Hello, love loves. Honest Am here, the creator of the Honesty Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use God and cousins. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cousins in the same sentence. And I may mispronounce some shit, but if it don't stop Charlamagne the God, it will not stop me. All right, y'all. Agent number 25. Let's get into it. Make sure you check out the description box below. There are always additional information, guidance, as well as information about booking and honestly, sis.com. Why do I say com? All right. Every time I get the sister brother card, I do not like, I shouldn't say I don't like certain cards, but I don't be knowing it. Oh, I like it though. All right. So the first message that came out is contentment. As we see this angel that is kind of like just in a garden, and she's like, it looks like she's just kind of like in prayer, but I kind of like feel like she's just like at a place where she's like, oh, look at this beautiful garden. Look at this butterfly. Look at this beautiful trees. Like, I feel like God is just saying, accept where you are. Look at where you are right now. Look at what you're doing. I had to check myself the other day because I recognized that the life that I have right now is the life that I would have dreamed of 2 years ago. Think about that. I used to hate going into the office. I felt like it was pointless. I felt like it was a waste of time. Like, even if a PM or whatever would work to them, they would literally be 2 hours from me or an hour from me, and they would like still send me an IM or an email. Like, it was really pointless for us to be in the office. And like, I just recognized that. Like, at first I was like, you know what? I'm living a dream. Like, we have to just start looking at our situation as the glass half full. Everything is happening in our favor. And that's what I feel like God is saying for you right now. Underneath this is sisterhood and brotherhood. And I feel like God is saying to collectively, like, sisterhood and brotherhood, for me, it's never about like your brother or your sister. I really look at that as in like our collective sisterhood and brotherhood. So as in Black people, as in, you know, or Asian people, whatever you are, the sisterhood and brotherhood. I feel like what God is saying is like, you have to start looking at your people, looking at your heritage, and like seeing the good from that. I feel like us as a Black people, I'm sorry guys, I only can speak for Black because I'm Black. So, but this is worldwide, but I only speak for Black people. Like, I'm for real. I'm for the advancement of Black people. Like, I just have to help my people. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like everybody else has helped their people. It has never looked bad at them. So why the fuck should it be looked at bad? Because I want to help my people. Anyways. So, back to what I was saying. I'm not going to say that ever again on this channel. I hate when people explain themselves. So I promise I'm not going to say that again. So anyways, contentment and brotherhood and sisterhood. I feel like what God is asking us to do is to really look at where we are as a society. Look at where Black people are. Like, I just literally just wrote an article on honestysis.com. I don't know if it's going to be in the archive section yet. No, this is not an archive yet. But it's called What's Free, Misha Green and the American Dream. And it talks about like just seeing how while I was watching Underground, I understood how we literally went from being treated like property to being like damn near better like royalty, like to some of the most powerful and most wealthiest people in the world. I think we have to understand like all of the things, all of this trauma, like all of these obstacles that our people had to understand. That's what it was. My dad had to say, he said, he was like, I don't give a fuck where you are in life. You have to realize that if you are still alive, which means that your lineage, your people still was able to somehow survive, you have to believe that you are the best of the best. Think about it. For us to be here now, for us to be alive in this day and age, for our bodies, our family names, all of that to still be existed, that means that our ancestors had to be strong as fuck. They were the best of the best. Right? Because if they were weak, if they wouldn't have made it, right? They wouldn't have survived. They would have died out, right? We are the best of the best. And I feel like God is saying, if only you could look at yourself and see that, you will move differently. You will speak differently. You will view yourself differently. We have to understand that the reason why we've only been seeing slave movies for the last 10, 15 years is because America wants us to stay that way. The reason why we only talk about 1 or 2 powerful Black people, because America wants us to see that Oh, that's them. That don't mean that's you. They trying to separate it to make it seem like it's not possible. But all of that is inside of us. And if only we knew how much greatness was deep inside of us, we would stop doubting ourselves. We would stop questioning ourselves. We would stop feeling unworthy. We would just know that we are worthy deep down inside. But again, I feel like in order to get contentment, it takes information. It takes for you to go back in your past. People say, if you don't go back in your past, you're bound to repeat that. Yes, that is true, because you have to know how you got where you are before. You have to know what solutions or what things were done before and what didn't work before. The last thing that I want to say is, recently, not recently, over the Thanksgiving break, I was talking to my dad, and I think I was talking to him about, I was telling him I do tarot now. Like, that I read cards and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I know that's kind of weird, because again, it's something about me finding that contentment and me finding strength and being like, I can read tarot and I do this now. I was still kind of like, I do this. And my dad was like, oh, that makes sense. Your great grandma was a voodoo priestess. And it was like, what? Like, he said it so casually. I've never met my great grandmother. I never had a conversation. I've never heard that information, but yet somehow I end up walking her path. Somehow I end up doing, that information, that information that was in our blood got passed on down to me. Angel number 633. So what God is trying to get you to understand is that these urges, these dreams that you're having, these visions, it's just because your body is trying to get you to where you need to go. It's just because it's already embedded inside of you. You want shiny things because you know that you're great. You know that you're worthy of it. You want to have luxury. You want to live that type of life because your soul know that that's where you're supposed to go. But now it's on us, angel number 7, to do the work. And it doesn't come by constantly being like, like, I'm trying to get there. No, it comes by us being like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do what I need to do today to get there. I know if I keep taking the steps, if I keep doing one foot in front of the other, being grateful for where I am, eventually I will get where I need to be. So I thought I was going to do some tarot, but I'm actually going to pull out these law of attraction cards. God, what are you trying to get us to understand with this message of contentment, sisterhood, and brotherhood? What are you trying to get us to understanding about knowing that we are destined for greatness and understanding that the visions and the whispers and the dreams, they're just natural. Life is always working out for me. I like understanding that things are always evolving. And while there are many things that could be better where I am, it is not really a problem because where I am is constantly changing to something better. I like knowing that as I look for the best things around me where I am, those things become more prevalent in my experience. It's fun to know that things are always working out for me. As I watch for evidence of that, I see it more and more every day. So what God is saying, the contentment comes from you knowing that no matter where you are, whether your life is amazing right now or whether you're just going through the hardest time, it's all working out for your greater good. It reminds me of that verse in the Bible where it says, "Count it all joy when you come across problems of any kind." It didn't say count it on joy when your boyfriend. It says any problems. Like, it's just like whatever the fuck is happening, be happy about it. Because that means that obviously something is being shaken up to birth a new reality, to push you forward, to help you with more information. But so often, because of our history as a Black people, we think the opposite. We're just like, oh, fuck, I'm meant to be like this. Oh, shit don't never happen to me. Nothing good ever happens to me. Angel number 905. And if you keep saying that over and over and over, of course that will be your reality, right? So we have to start changing our time. Changing our attention and changing, honestly, our attitude towards life and how we're looking for it. I recognize in myself, like, I've been feeling like, I think it kind of feels like I've been like this, like I've just been running and chasing and searching. And it's like my body has just been like, calm down. Like, I realize I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of, trying to be heard. I'm tired of working so fucking hard. I just realized, like, I'm tired. I thought yesterday that I was tired mentally or physically, but it's like, I'm just tired. Like, it's just of that constant quest and the constant worrying. Am I doing this right? Am I on the right path? And it's just like, I kind of just for real came to a mental surrender where it's like, I know I'm doing the best that I can do. I know that every fucking day I'm trying to do something to benefit myself. I know that I'm doing the best that I can do. So now the acceptance, what I can do is just know that life is working out for me. Know that when I cry about my job, that God hear my cries. My spirit team, my ancestors, everybody hear my cries. They know what I want. And if it's not here yet, then it must mean that there's something for me to learn. There must mean that there's something for me to still get here. And I just got to trust myself and know that I'm going to get where I need to be. The last message that God says is, I can make a career living happy ever after. As I was just talking about the job stuff. That's what God is saying. He's like, oh, he know you're not happy. He know you don't like your job. He knows that you weren't making conscious decisions when you were in college. He knows that you just picked this because this is what your dad did or what your mom did. He knows that you ain't not one time did you think, oh shit, I got to do that every single day. I got to go on. He knows that. It was by design. Clearly. So often we say, oh, I did the wrong major. And it's like, no, obviously it's some information in that path that's going to help you to the ultimate goal. But the essence of spirituality is contentment. The essence trying to be an alchemist is contentment. In the Alchemist, the guy wasn't like every single day being like, damn, am I going to get the treasure? I'm going to go get the treasure. You think that treasure there? I don't know if that treasure going to be there. Maybe the treasure might be in there. And that nigga made up his mind. He like, I keep having this dream about this treasure. She said that mean I got to go get it. I'm going to go get that fucking treasure. And then he did what he had to do every day until he got that treasure. In the midst of death. Several times. But yet we get 2 likes on our IG page and we're like, fuck it, this ain't for me. A very good career choice would be to gravitate towards those activities and to embrace those desires that harmonize with your core intentions, which are freedom and growth and joy. Make a career of living a happy life rather than trying to find work that will produce enough income that will do things that would do things with your money that will make you happy. Meaning, instead of trying to find a job that allows you to have enough PTO time so that you can go on vacation and blah, 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 God is saying, how about you just find something that you really like to do that really makes you feel good, and then all that other shit will just come. Okay. I mean, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not anomalies. When you feel happy, when feeling happy is of paramount importance to you, and you do for, I'm sorry, why that made me laugh? I don't know. I just picture Beyonce like, yes, exactly. My point, because she don't want to be on a pedestal. Angel number 1313. Like, Beyonce is like, take me off of y'all fucking pedestals. Rihanna told us, don't put me on your motherfucking pedestal. I will not be your motherfucking your child role model. No, bitch, I'm living my life. If you're inspired by that, if you want to live that, great. But I'm living my life. When feeling happy is of paramount importance to you, and you do for a living what makes you happy, you have found the best combination of all. I can give my attention to positive aspects. God is saying, if you want change, and change is starting to happen in your life, you can't be like, oh shit, God's fucking up. He don't love me. He ain't thinking about me. Obviously, the shit is fucking up. The changes is happening because he's trying to get you to where you need to be. Yes? Okay. All right, y'all, let's get us a sacred repo, and I'm going to get you guys up out of here. Angel number 1405. All right, God, what is this final message that you want us to understand about being content where we are, about understanding that we come from a lineage of greatness, of royalty, of strength, the best of the best? How can we start changing our attitude and our attention towards the positive things and understanding that life is working out for us? God, how can we understand that even though we may be in a job that is dead end and chaotic and it feels like there's no growth and we want to lose our minds every fucking day, how can we get to that dream place without, thinking about it too much, God? How can we naturally just get there? How can we attract the things that we need in our life, God? Make it as plain as possible. In God's name I pray. Angel number 15. One shuffle to see if anything pops. One card. All right. Two cards came out. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Angel number 21. Trust yourself. And a sacred fool. These are powerful ass cards. So the message, oh my God, it's so hard, y'all. Why does this keep happening to me? I want to read both of these. So Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats is a card that came out, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, but we didn't read it. So I'm actually going to focus on both of these cards. I think I am going to read both. Yeah. Trust yourself. I love this card to trust yourself because as you see, there's all these angels. All these angels. All these angels are surrounding you. We see that these are all of these animals, and they have this here because they're trying to go to that notion of trusting yourself, knowing that just like animals, we have this natural instinct in us. Our body is this natural vehicle, GPS system that can get us where we need to go. And so that's where this card is coming in about us having to trust ourselves. But I also see this is how our spirit team, this is how our ancestors, this is how our angels, they're just all over us. So even in those times where you feel lonely, you feel isolated, you feel like there's nobody there, you have so much love surrounding you that's just embedding you. One time I was at school and I applied to be a Delta and I got rejected, and my roommate ended up getting it. And that was the worst thing ever. Cause she got the call and I got to see her so happy. And then I just was waiting and the call never came. And I remember because I wanted this so bad that my heart, it felt like I was being crushed. Y'all, it was worse than a breakup. I was just I just felt so devastated. And I think because I just thought that I was supposed to have it. I just felt like this was mine. I was going to get it. And then I didn't get it and it crushed me. And I remember just being on my knees and just crying, just really crying so hard. And just being God, just please take this pain from me. Just please take this pain away from me. I just cannot take it. This is just too much. I literally felt like I just could not take it. It felt like this stab in the heart. And honestly, that taught me to never want something better than I am. Never want something and not work for it. I wanted that, but I didn't prepare for it. I didn't work for it. So of course I didn't get it. So that taught me to never want something and not work for it. If I want it, I work towards it. I put that effort in. I put my focus on it. So that when it comes to that time for me and I don't get it, I can know that I did everything that I can do. And I think that's why it hurt so bad, because I knew I did. At the time, it just hurt. But now I know it hurted so bad, angel number 1830, because I knew that I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And that's why it hurt. So sometimes it's it takes these hard lessons for you to understand, for you to get that insight to be oh, I got to actually work towards this shit. I actually got to put energy in towards it, And so that's why I said God is saying, trust yourself. If you know, and I'm going to keep using that example. If I knew that I wanted to be in a sorority, then I should have been doing my community service activities. I should have came in there with that focus, with that intention, already having those connections with teachers and all of that stuff, so that when it happened, it would have been easy. I had so many opportunities for it to happen, and I just didn't do it. And that's why it hurted so bad. And so that night I was just crying, and I'm like, God, I can't take it no more. I need you to you need to come do something, because I'm not going to make it. I'm like, God, I still got a whole nother semester. I'm not going to make it with this pain. And I would never forget that night. I just felt this warmness just touched my chest, and it floated my body. And it was all of that pain and sorrow, it just left. It was just, it didn't leave, but it was it was just numbed. And so it was like I was able to be in it, and like some of the stuff may have hurt my feelings, but it never got to my heart. Like it was never like, you know, I was able to like, I don't know, like that night it was like, I still think about that night a lot. Like it was just, it's crazy, but it happened. And it really, me calling out to God, me be calling out to my spirit team and being like, I can't take this. This is too much for me, my heart. And I feel like they want me to tell you that message so that you can understand that they're always there. They're always hearing you. You just got to ask. You just got, and I started, and I really, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm only going to focus on this beyond the mind, the heart beats, because it's a 21 that go down to 3, and that's what the Ascended Masters, and I feel like that's where we need to go, because it's 1 + 5, that was 6, 3. Yep. Anyways, so I say that to say, you have to talk to your spirit team. You can't, yeah, they know you, they see you, but it's like, it's just like if, you know, you can have a parent, you know who your mama and daddy is, but it's a difference from knowing who your mama and daddy is to having a relationship with your mom and dad. You hear what I'm saying? I literally this year, I like had some food, put my plate up on my altar, and I sat there and I told them, I want to do this. I want to do this. I plan on doing this. I plan on doing that. Gave them the plan. I'm talking to them, letting them know, because it's a relationship. It's a two-way street. So I'm letting them know, look, I'm doing this, because I'm trying to get here. Now that they know, now that we're on the same page, matter of fact, that just reminded me. I got a prompting. I got an intentional nudge. And I just followed it. I don't know where it's going to go, because that's, you know, like I haven't heard anything yet, but it was just like, I bet you it came from having that conversation. So again, I feel like what God is saying, trust yourself, trust these intuitional nudges that are on you, trust that your spirit team and God and everybody is trying to get you where you need to go. But you need to have a contentment for yourself. You need to know that life is always working out for you. And you need to know that you come from a lineage of greatness. You need to know that you have, you know, spirit people on your side. And if it's too much for you to think about spirits around you and angels around you, think about your grandma. If your grandmother is not if your grandma is still living, you are so blessed. Hug her for me. Shit, I miss my granny. But I gotta think about that. Think about your granddad. It's people on the other side that are rooting for you. Tell them what you need them to know so that they can help you get there. All right, y'all. Let's focus on this so we can get on out of here. Angel number 2333. Woo, these messages are getting long. I'm sorry. Let me know if you are listening to these, because I do know I have a group of y'all that watch them pretty regularly. Let me know how y'all feel about these lengths. If you guys don't mind it getting to like 30 minutes, or if you want me to keep it within that 10 to 15 minute frame, just let me know. I'll try. That's just a no guarantee, but I do want to know how you guys feel, because, hey, we're in this together. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. In the chaos of modern times and the constant fluctuation of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activities, there is an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater. Something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. That sacred sound is actually the reverberating heartbeat of the entire universe. Your own heart's rhythm sounds within the greater universal heartbeat. The totality of life, all of your being, can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sound of the heart beating within you. It is through this heartbeat that we experience a love that is more than preference or attachment. This is a love that inspires, energizes, and moves us to create. Even beyond what we once thought was possible, your love for life, the need to feel alive and express yourself, and the quest for that which is truly fulfilling, these are the sacred urges that rebel against fear and promote passion for being alive. They flow through your blood and can be felt through the beating of your heart. This oracle has a message for you. There is a way of the mind which can make mountains out of molehills, even when it thinks it is turning mountains into molehills. Then there's the way of the heart. It is subterranean and moves subtly beneath obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, With the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. The mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, senses, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way. It is a different way to live and create. It is closer to the earth and to the source of life itself. It is not for those who are lacking in courage and trust, but you are not one of those. You are being asked to trust your heart and drop into it. The mind is important, but it cannot supplement the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truth of the heart. That is to create the spacious chamber of receptiveness into which the sacred rhythm of your heartbeat can resound. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do. You know what is true. It matters not whether the mind, it matters not, excuse me. I'm not going to get emotional. Angel number 2604. You are being asked to trust your heart and to drop into it. The mind is important, but it cannot supplement the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truth of the heart. That is to create the spacious chambers of receptiveness into which the sacred rhythm of your heart can resound. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind in its plans seems to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life. This has been your struggle and sometimes deep suffering. However, this oracle brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared and the appropriate outcome of the mind wavering the white flag of surrender. It is intimate. Soon, if not already, you will finally be feeling that your heart is leading you. You will feel that your mind is learning to follow the guidance of your heart rather than trying to be out front, seeing and sorting everything out in advance in order to be safe. What a relief to get let go of this way. Your mind can become just more relaxed and trusting. There will be a period of adjustment as you get used to living without so much foresight, but with more insight, wisdom, and its energy in the present moment to create. If you are feeling, if you are finding that you cannot plan or strategize as you once did, or you feel that you know less than you ever known about where you are heading or how you are supposed to get there, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these are healthy signs of a shift from your head to your heart. You are not proceeding in error. You are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. You are now in a position that is more powerful than ever because you are allowing yourself to be guided by your heart, a heart that beats in harmony with the heart of all existence. Your affairs are in accordance with love, and no matter what may appear to be at times, all is unfolding according to a greater love, you included. Ah! Oh my God. Okay, angel number 2840. So, guys, this message for you is God is telling you to trust yourself, trust the sacred fool, put yourself on this journey, know that you are exactly where you need to be as long as you just keep focusing on the good things about yourself, knowing that you come from greatness, knowing that your crown is bought and paid for, knowing that if you keep focusing on the positive aspects, then the positive aspects will come back to you. Then you will end up looking up one day being exactly where you need to be. Right? All right. So let's put our hand on our heart and just touch and agree about this. I love you. Okay. So let's put our hands on our heart and say, I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with the greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with the greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. Guys, I pray that you allow the natural urges and visions of your heart to come to light. I pray that you never allow your mind or fear to dictate any choice or help you or block your path. I hope that you trust yourself and trust that it's okay to be the sacred fool and know that it's okay to walk an unconventional path because you have been selected to walk this path right now. Your ancestors chose you to carry that baton to the finish line. So let's go ahead and do it and help birth a new earth. All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. I truly hope it was beneficial for you. If you made it to the end of this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked it, give me your key takeaway. And until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you. And never, ever, 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 ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Angel number 30. See you soon.